are we ready to try and start this second game? And hopefully now everybody knows what their role is and we don't have any problems with that.
Yep.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yep.
Then we'll go right into it. Does it say that we're in night 1 now? Let me check.
Yes,
Okay.
it does.
Make
Yes.
sure
Sure does.
Hello.
So,
you know that you are the minion, the poisoner, right?
Mhm.
Okay. So your demon is Campbell's tomato soup. Okay. So you'll need to think about who you're gonna poison. I'll come back to you in just a minute.
Thanks.
Okay. Campbell's tomato soup.
Hey. What's up?
Not much. How's it going?
I'm hanging out, man.
Okay. I'm gonna tell you that your minion is Countdown,
Okay.
and I'm gonna give you 3 bluffs that you can use, and your 3 bluffs will be the mayor, the
Alright.
Raven Keeper, and the Fortune Teller.
Okay.
All right.
Yep. Looks good.
All right. Thank you. I guess I could have just asked you like without leaving the chat, but pick a player to poison. Oh, you're muted.
Yeah, sorry, I didn't tap in. Let's go Carter.
All right. Thank you. All right.
YOLO.
Hello. For my own sanity, what role are you seeing? Whoop. Sorry, I bounced out.
Okay. I'm like, okay. Yeah,
problems
a
again.
washerwoman.
Okay, that's perfect. So then you're going to know that one of 2 players is a particular townsperson. Okay? So
Yep.
with that in mind, let me clear my screen for a second because I don't know why I have this thing up. Okay, that was weird. Okay, so I will tell you that either Cloud or Countdown is the soldier.
Okay.
Okay. Thank you. Hello, Carter.
Hi.
For my own sanity, what's your role?
The empath.
Okay, I think we're doing okay.
Yeah.
All right, so in that case, then you are going to get information every night about how many of your alive neighbors are evil. Now, do you know what an alive neighbor is?
Yes.
Okay, so if a player next to you dies, then alive means like the next person that is alive that's closest to you. Okay. So in that case, I'm going to tell you that one of your alive neighbors is evil.
Okay, thank you.
You're welcome.
Good morning, everyone.
Good morning.
Hello.
By tragedy of tragedies, I was killed last night. And,
How does this keep happening to you?
I just attract the demons, I guess.
Good die young.
Please avenge my death
Die
and
young.
find this demon. You have.
Die young.
We'll give you 6 minutes.
Okay. Die young.
Shut up.
Die young.
Yeah, did die young. Did. Whoa, ding. All right.
All right, private chats. Let's go. Private chats.
Ding. Okay, and
I'm blue. How about
last
you?
game was a disaster, huh?
It was, yeah. Are you read this game?
I'm not. Are you read this game?
I'm not.
I have a nighttime ability.
I do not. I have a daytime ability. Isn't that cool?
Ah, interesting.
I have a knowing ability.
Like you already know what you already got your info?
Well, I know what I am.
Well, I know, but do you already have your info or not?
Yeah.
Well, do you want to give it to me?
Hell no.
Okay.
Unless we go band for band.
I can tell you with honesty, I don't have any info yet.
Okay, I don't either. I was just trying to see if you would say anything.
You're the reddest motherfucker I've ever met.
I'm not red. I'm not red. I'm not.
Fruit on.
Okay. Yeah.
Whoa. Oh, okay. That's just golden.
Yeah.
I was like,
I'm
oh
sneaky
shit,
like
someone busted into the private
Busted
chat.
into the private chat.
All right.
Mm-hmm. Oh, we're out. We're done.
Possibly me.
I said I have something. I have a power at night, and Knox goes, "I have a power during the day." And I'm like, "Do you know something?" And he goes, "Yes." And I said, "Well, I don't." And he goes, "I don't either." No, I don't really know, man.
And then he leaves the private chat and
I
immediately goes,
left the
"I'm
private
not
chat because I got
red."
sick of it. What are you? Are you blue?
I am, but I unfortunately don't know anything.
Are you gonna know something soon?
No, it's not looking likely.
I see. Are you going to be alive at the end of the game if you're never executed?
I will probably be alive, I think,
Yeah, I
is
understand.
kind of what I'm getting at here.
Okay. All right. Goodbye.
Information to see if he would tell me if he had information. And then I said, I don't really. And he said, "You're so red." So I came back screaming, "I'm not red."
Nah, it's probably fine.
Yeah, it's probably
know,
fine,
yeah.
right? They won't kill me. You won't kill me, right?
I mean, I'm not gonna make the nomination.
Yeah,
Right.
I mean, that's good.
Well,
Hey, Jerby.
Oh, what's going on, Derby? Are you a knower?
I am a knower.
Oh, holy shit. I'm not a knower.
Got a lot of people with information.
I'm not
I
an
guess you
information haver
pretended
this
to
time
have
around.
information.
Yeah, that's right. Cornelius thought I had information, then asked for the information, and I said, "Well, I don't really have any."
That's why would they think that?
And that's when he said, "Yeah, it's the reddest thing I've ever heard," and left our chat immediately. And I came back screaming, "I'm not red." That's why.
It's
that's
a
why you heard
little
me screaming that, just so you
suspicious.
know. And it's a little suspicious, I get, but come on, you know.
But it's the psychology, right?
It is. It's playing my odds. Look, do you see Carter laughing? Do you see him?
No,
I see
got the
him.
cameras
I'm
big.
over here in the graveyard.
Has information already,
Oh, okay.
and about me
Shit.
and Cloud specifically, but will not share it, and wants, quote unquote, wants to wait until to see if either of us fuck up.
Washerwoman,
Interesting.
maybe. I don't know. I'm just looking.
Yeah, who gets-
Investigator, washerwoman. Cloud was giving red to me in our conversation, by the way. Countdown.
Oh, interesting. Okay.
Cloud claimed soldier, which is by far the easiest thing to bluff as because you learn nothing ever.
Right.
All right, bye.
Like,
Not even if like there's no situation.
There's a
Like,
situation.
clueless.
There might be a situation or two.
Okay.
We
I'm
might
just
be
wondering
situational.
I think Nox is the only one that I haven't told what I'm telling people.
what are you telling me? You haven't heard, or I haven't heard it.
Oh, I thought you were here within the big group. I don't know anything. I don't get to know anything.
I see. Understood. I don't know anything either. I can't do anything until tonight.
I clicked the book and it opened a new tab. So every time I go to read more about it, I can't talk in here.
Yeah.
Yeah, I see.
Definitely annoying.
I think it's probably solved with just downloading the thing. But yeah, either way.
There's so many tips and tricks for this character.
Yes. I feel like they're probably fleshed out for everybody.
Yeah.
But yeah, anyway, True Blues stick together. You know how it is.
Mhm,
Yeah.
mhm.
We're all friends
Basically,
here.
All I'm hearing is Caerullius is sus. And
Yeah, we should kill that guy. Oh, quick, Jesus!
That's scary, man.
What the hell, man?
Oh, okay.
So I'm gonna nominate it. I don't know. That's my
Okay.
thing. I'm actually not gonna tell anyone else I'm gonna do that because I'm curious how they're gonna vote.
Okay, yeah.
Like he's
I'll-
talking to Countdown right now. Oh, and German.
Yeah.
All right. Anyways.
Okay.
Safe
Yeah.
vote.
Good chat. Well,
Good
hey,
chat.
wait. Before we bail, since we're
Mhm.
both blue, if we are both alive tomorrow, we should reconvene and discuss the information that we gain.
Okay. I love that.
Since we both have information to gain.
Nighttime info.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
Well,
Me when I order tacos.
Carter's still there. Oh, fuck it.
No, sorry.
Gong.
Took a second for me to click the button.
You can press backspace to get out fast.
Oh,
Backspace lets you leave a chat. Yeah,
You check.
useful to know.
I hit
All right.
backspace and I went back in my browser.
Lovely. All right. Since we I want to just keep the game moving, I guess. Since we already are like an hour behind, and I'm keeping you here. I'll go a little bit faster here. So maybe we'll do like 5 minutes for the first round, or do you want to do like a little bit longer, or it's up to you guys, I guess.
I think
No,
5
that's-
is
5 is
Probably
more
fine.
than enough, I think.
More than enough. Okay.
yeah.
We'll leave it at that. If I feel like you guys aren't nominating, I'll end it early. But go ahead and feel free to discuss things that you learned. And nominations
I
are open.
nominate Cloud.
Interesting.
Whoa.
Cool. Okay, Rulius nominates Cloud. Tell me why.
I will tell you, but can we go for the votes? Well, I guess I do have to say something.
Go for the votes
Cloud-
without providing
I know,
any
I know.
argument? Yeah, I don't think
Right,
so.
you're right.
man.
You're right. That's stupid. Cloud made a claim which is extremely impossible to disprove. And I just think if he were to do that, he might work harder to make me believe that he's blue on top of his claim. It's just he made a claim that under no circumstances can ever be disproven. And so
That's true.
Cloud, your defense.
I mean, he's not wrong. I don't know if that's reason to.
Can we
kill
know
him.
more about
When
this?
other people
claim?
are also saying things like they don't get any information.
I'm blue and I don't have any information yet.
Are we
Uh,
permitted as voters to?
Everybody
You
check
are-
to make sure your mics are unmuted during the group chat too, because you might not
I'm
be
here.
being heard.
Yeah.
Well,
I just see
I'm
Jersey talking into
I'm just whispering, you know.
Okay. Oh, I was tabbed out. That's the
Yeah.
issue. I was tabbed in.
Oh,
early.
yeah.
I just want to make sure everybody's heard before we run the vote. So
Okay.
if anybody had
But-
other things they wanted to add.
What is the claim that Cloud is making?
I mean, Soldier.
Yeah, more or less.
I can back that claim up, I would say.
Interesting. Okay.
Okay, I'm going to run this vote, and the way it works is if your hand is up when the wheel comes over to your character, it will count as a vote. So if you want to put your hand up in advance to prep for that, you can do that. If you want to like wait, you can do it. You can also take your hand down as long as it's before the clock gets to your character. So it'll take 4 votes to nominate, and running the vote now. All right, 1 vote is not enough. Nominations are still open.
So
I hit the wrong button. I was trying to push to talk for a second there.
So we can all agree that was very suspect. Why were you
That was
so
a little
aggro?
sus.
Why were you so aggro on Cloud on this one? Because he said, I have soldier, me gun."
Exactly.
I mean, I think that's fair enough.
I think hard claiming
guess
Soldier.
I didn't hear, but did you just hard claim it outright? Like I am the soldier.
I did to K, yeah. when we were
Okay,
in the
interesting.
chat. That's
Yeah,
true.
I didn't hear that out in the open. Ever.
It wasn't. It was in our private chat.
Okay.
Good,
Okay.
because
Yeah. And that's my bad.
You betrayed his trust, K. Rulius.
Yeah,
That's
Yeah.
true.
That was
absolutely.
He's
Yeah,
not
yeah,
wrong, though.
definitely. Yeah, super definitely. Yes, that's
you
what I-
betrayed
Yes,
it, but
I
like
did do
you didn't
that.
try to bait out any actual information with that. Though.
right.
You were just like hard on him for no
You're
reason.
just like, hold on,
Off my man.
kill this guy.
Whoa.
You didn't consider like that someone could back that up at all.
Well, here, think about the alternative.
I mean,
If I'm wrong and Cloud is Soldier, the demons can't do anything to him.
yeah.
True.
Yeah.
If I'm
Well,
right and he's not
So you've
Soldier,
given them
then we
someone
won.
not to target.
Right.
I'm
And
not
if, he's,
feeling.
Then he's
You've
the
just,
bluest
like-
one of all of us.
if
Yeah,
you
but,
nominate
he
him, you're
can't win by
also,
himself.
if you nominate him, you're like
Right, but-
subverting the purpose of his role entirely.
What if this is in their private chat? This was all like a strategy that they came up with, and Kay and Cloud are red.
That would be fucking awesome.
That would be
That would
funny.
be badass.
That would be awesome.
But
But
I don't
they
think
spoke
that's
for
right.
2 milliseconds, and you and Carulius
Oh, did
spoke
they?
for 9 hours.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean,
I didn't think it was that long.
It wasn't.
It also
We were making out in there.
Mm.
it
Oh,
backs up,
Doesn't
it
tell.
backs up information that I have gained throughout. The exact
Oh, I see.
statement is corroborated by
and well, Carulius told me he was an information knower, and then lied about it to my face, and then left. So
Wow.
I mean, I hear you did the
Okay.
same thing.
That was right then. Okay, I nominate Nox.
All right, Carulius.
Wait, no, I've already done a nomination. I can't.
You
right?
can't. You can't.
Yeah,
You're
yeah,
already
yeah.
nominated. Yeah.
Hey, let me convince one of you to nominate Nox. That was a lie. What
that
he just
wasn't a
said.
lie.
What did he say?
Okay.
Right, I
He
need
did
to
a lot.
repeat.
This is how our conversation.
No,
went.
no, no.
This is how our conversation went. I don't know anything yet. That's what I said. It's also true. Nox says, I also don't know anything yet. And then I said, are you going to know anything ever? And he goes, I'm going to know. Actually, I know something now. And I was like, what do you know? And he goes, well, if you tell me, I'll tell you. And I go, I don't know anything yet. And he goes, I don't know anything yet either.
Okay.
That's
This
weird.
is-
that's a
because
little
Knox
weird.
told us
Exactly
a
what-
different
This
story.
is what you just
Yeah.
fucking did.
Okay.
So that is the
He says,
same
I
thing
don't
that
know
Kay told
anything.
me. That is the same thing that Kay told me in the middle of the day.
Interesting.
Yeah.
When I,
Well,
when I
Knox-
had my
when
private
Knox told
conversation
us
with
this
Kay, that
story,
was
it
the
was
same
different.
conversation that he laid out.
That's a very interesting thing.
I'm
I
interested to hear Knox's side of this conversation.
I'm not. He's a fucking liar.
He is quite literally turned around what it's what you did to me.
Did I tell you this too, Carter?
What?
About Nox?
No, you told me something different.
Do you think I only got around to telling Cloud?
Yeah, we spent 9 hours talking about Cloud only.
Yeah, that's right.
That's very exciting. I've never.
It
felt
wasn't that exciting, honestly. It wasn't.
Nox is lying about what I said
Knox,
explicitly.
you literally told me and Jerby the opposite of what you said.
That's not true.
You said that you
1
did
minute
that.
left.
Exactly what Case said.
No,
I'll believe it.
I said
No,
it.
no,
I
the
mean,
other
you,
way
you
around.
more or less said it.
Interesting.
Wait, okay.
You
so
were-
Knox
You
is
said
claiming-
that you had nothing, and then said you had something, and then Kay left and was like,
I'm
"He
nominating
suspects me
Knox."
now."
Yeah, and Knox
Uh,
also.
Sorry.
Hold on.
Hold on.
Oh,
There was a nomination. Carter,
Yeah.
you nominated Knox.
I'm nominating Knox.
Tell me why.
No, I don't explicitly trust Carulius, but there's
Whoops.
been enough information shared with me that I am on board with this vote.
Interesting. So there's quite a bit that's not
Okay.
being told to the rest of us.
Yeah, sure.
Well, I had two
Please.
separate people tell
Right.
me that Knox said a thing, and then Knox just denied saying that thing in public. So
I see.
With that, Carter's dead. Everyone go to sleep. Smoke, dude. All right. Let's see what's going on here.
I'm
Hi, Large
fucking
Stinky.
laughing. That's so funny.
It is very funny. You get to pick a player to poison again.
You're muted.
Sorry. It is funny. You get to pick a player to poison.
Definitely Jerby.
Jerby. Okay. Thank you. Hi, Bass. Please pick a player.
I'm gonna go with Jerby.
Okay. Thank you. Carulius.
I should learn nothing, I think, right?
Yeah, nobody died by well, I guess somebody did die by execution today. I got to check the rules on this.
I looked at it too. I don't think it matters unless it's like the drunk.
I actually think that there was an execution. So you do get to learn.
Cool,
which
love
character
it.
died by execution. So yeah, you learned that the empath died by execution.
Cool. Sounds good. Thanks.
All right. All right. Are we back to the day here?
Yes.
Good
You know you
morning.
are. Good
Golden, why
morning.
don't you explain dead person rules real fast?
Yeah.
How'd that work?
Well, that's for you guys to figure out. But the dead players can
The
still
dead people things.
dead players can still participate in conversations. They can still try to solve the game. They cannot nominate players. However, they can convince other players who are alive to nominate. And the dead players only get one more vote for the rest of the game. So you have to figure out when it's wise to use your vote. All that being said,
Wait. Just
Yeah,
I can
wait,
talk.
wait for Golden.
Happened during the night.
you can, but there's still an
Oh, yeah,
announcement of
you're
what
sorry,
happened during the
you're
night.
right.
So
Okay,
Derby died during the night.
Classic. Figured.
Please go ahead and if you have questions for me, you can ask them. But we're in the private chatting phase again, so you can go ahead and discuss.
Oh, they're grayscale.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
All right. What does that make Jerby?
Dead.
You guys, private chat time.
Do we have to private chat?
You don't have to,
We can
but
talk in public.
might be worth
She
doing.
had information, so she was one of the roles that knew roles.
I
She had to
assumed,
be a knower.
based off of what Jerby said about me, that she was washerwoman, because I think that's the only way she would have known that specifically that my soldier claim was good.
That sounds
I'm just
right.
gonna get out right in front of this. Obviously, the two people she had information about were the two of us, and if she were washerwoman,
I'm the Undertaker.
Okay.
Carter was the empath, which
Okay,
lines
what's
up
that?
exactly with him not having any info yet. Each night, you learn how many of your two alive neighbors are evil.
Okay.
So I'm blue, and you're blue, and Carter's blue.
Okay, we've had night.
I know, but
and-
Carter died, so he didn't get to do any info.
Oh,
Wait,
right,
does
we've
his
had
Golden? Does his power activate when he's dead?
Dead players don't have abilities.
So
okay,
no.
but night one, he would have gotten information.
Does the night that you die, Golden, trigger people's abilities?
Unless it says that if there's an asterisk, it doesn't happen on the first night. But if it says each night, they would get information each night.
Yeah,
So he
that's
did
right.
have info.
He did have info.
But he is blue. He was just playing it wrong.
He is blue, 100%.
Yeah.
But
Anyways, we should leave before people.
The empath, and okay, Golden's here. Golden can
Okay.
is the thing you told me 100%? Are you sure about that?
Yep.
Okay. What the fuck? Okay, hang on. I gotta read the roles and stuff.
But like,
I think this conversation is over.
okay, sure.
I don't.
Whatever you
I
say.
think I'm now very confused.
What was his possible?
I don't know.
Possibly
I-
stand to gain from that.
I don't know, man. Maybe he was sussing you out.
I guess.
That's why I asked you if you thought he was suspect, but I guess he wasn't.
I super thought he was suspect. If I had, I would have been dead if the nomination rule didn't exist. Because I would have done it.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, see ya.
See ya.
What role are you? I mean, you have to be the virgin, right? Okay.
Yeah, virgin.
I'm the empath. I'm the
Okay.
empath. So
Huh,
Jersey
interesting.
Jersey is red. Jersey was
Okay,
red. I
Jersey
don't know
has
how
to be red.
I don't know how the fuck it happened. Jersey has to be red.
Yeah, I agree. Oh, did you get?
Because I got one. I got one.
Yeah,
so
okay,
you're not
that's what I
red.
was saying. Okay,
Yeah.
but okay. Carulius,
so
Carulius
you-
told me that he was the Undertaker,
The Undertaker. Hold on, I
Right.
don't know what that does.
which is each night doesn't happen the first night. You learn which character died by execution today.
Okay.
So we had night
Right.
one,
Yep. Which
and he said that he called you out and said you were the empath.
that doesn't make
Right.
sense.
I don't know how he knows that.
I should have just said that I was not going to learn any information and left it at that. But, oh well.
But
I
Nox must have been virgin, I think. I can't
yeah.
say another thing.
Otherwise, Carter wouldn't be dead
Yeah.
because Carter
And that
died
means-
immediately for nominating him, and that means Carter's town too.
Carter was town. Yes.
So that would leave. Do you get to know if you know information on two people, or is it just one?
Well, I knew.
I'm not sure how that works.
I learned that both of you could have been. Thing.
Okay, gotcha. Sounds like
All right.
I'm here in
Welcome
the town
back,
square.
team.
A lot of activity from what I heard. So I'll go ahead and leave another 4 minutes or so on the clock here for nominations and public discussion, whatever you want to talk about.
Yeah. I can't nominate.
So, well.
Well.
We meet again.
Well,
We need 3 votes to execute today.
There are 5 alive players, so you need 3 votes. Yes.
Okay.
Well, do we? I think we have to kill someone.
I think so too.
Yeah. Who's got nomination?
Well, it can't be.
hold
Nox or
the
Cloud.
phone.
Why can't it be Cloud?
I guess it could be Cloud.
It
Derby
could.
collaborated.
It can't be Nox.
I know it can't be Nox.
It pretty conclusively can't be Nox.
It cannot be Nox.
Yeah, I actually agree that it can't be Cloud because of Jersey's collaboration. And in our secret chat, Countdown suggested that it was Cloud. So I think we should kill Cloud. I think we should kill Countdown. I want to nominate Countdown.
Really want to kill Cloud.
Was that a nomination?
Hang on.
Countdown.
You do not need to kill anyone tonight. The game will not. You will not lose the game tomorrow if you don't kill someone today.
All right. Carulius nominated Countdown.
Interesting.
Carulius, please explain your nomination.
I think I just did, but I'm doing it again.
Okay.
I think it's sort of hard to see Jersey as not blue. In fact, I mean, it would be a crazy play if the demon killed their minion just to confirm them. But
there is a blue that kills. Sorry,
well,
not to interrupt you.
yeah. So, anyways, but Jersey confirmed that Cloud was blue, and when I was talking to Countdown was advocating.
Wait, I didn't know this piece of information. There was a confirmation.
How did you not?
I thought it was just Cloud claimed soldier, and then you nominated him.
And
No,
then-
Jersey. The reason that I didn't get voted was that Jersey said that I was. that
Jersey
she-
claimed a power. I mean, Jersey, you can talk.
Yeah, no, I mean, yeah, I claimed
you-
that I backed up Cloud's claim, basically, is what I'd say.
Okay.
Countdown,
What
you have a
exactly
defense?
what exactly did you say about Cloud?
I said that was true about either. What Cloud said was true about either you or Cloud.
Right, so either me or Countdown is soldier.
Yes.
I see. Well,
So Jersey is claiming washerwoman.
and now I'm being nominated by the same person who nominated that it's an easy thing to claim and throw blame on somebody else. I'm soldier.
You're claiming soldier as well.
Yes.
Well, you have to, I guess, at this point.
Okay, I'm going to run this vote for Countdown. It needs 3 votes to pass. And remember, dead players, you only get 1 vote for the rest
sorry,
of the
I
game.
was pressing the wrong push to talk. Is it? Can I say something? Is it too late?
No, go ahead.
Okay. Nox said you had information about me specifically.
Yeah, Nox and you should keep it to yourselves.
No,
Well,
I think
yeah.
you should. I think you
What?
should tell people if
Okay, fine. Carter is blue, and now I'll die tonight. Goodbye, everybody.
more specifically than that.
We know Carter is blue because
Yeah,
Nox-
everyone knows I'm blue because I died killing Nox or nominating Nox.
Okay.
So
That's
so
only
specifically,
times like that.
I
you
think
died,
you are
and
the,
you died, and you're the empath, and you never learned any information.
All right.
Okay,
Okay, well,
before this
first of all-
derails, I'm going to run this vote on Countdown.
Oh my
Okay.
god! Don't vote Countdown. Don't vote Countdown right now.
Can you dramatically raise your hand at the last second?
You can, as long as
I thought about
the
it.
clock face is not by you.
So
Yes.
cool.
Yeah,
One vote is not enough.
Oh, really? Is it?
It's not enough. Can you count
Alright,
ones
alright,
lower than
alright.
3?
Hang on.
Is it-
Kirillese has been pointing the finger this whole time.
Yeah,
Oh,
don't
yeah.
worry.
Can we
Don't
let
worry.
Carter? I want to hear this
Uh,
thing.
Corellius is correct. I was the empath. I nominated Nox and died. So Nox is for sure blue. I am for sure blue. And because I died. Like there's no way I can't be blue.
You
Yeah,
can't
there's
just guessed empath?
well, I didn't say it to anybody.
I know. I'm the Undertaker. I know 100% for a fact you're the empath. The
Right.
Undertaker gets to find out. The storyteller came to me in the middle of the night and told me that you were the empath.
Okay. As the empath, I got information before anybody died on night 1. And Nox is blue, and one of the people next to me is red. So Jersey was red, 100%.
And it's Cloud.
Interesting.
No,
Whoa.
why does it have to be Cloud?
Because
Not
No,
true.
Jersey backed
I
up
am-
Cloud.
yeah,
Washer.
Yeah,
That's true.
That makes sense.
But wait, what? Why would it tell you?
I asked Golden
Walked in.
to verify the information he gave me. So there's no way, unless I'm misunderstanding a game mechanic, there's no way
Unless something-
Nox is anything but virgin.
That's right.
Right,
I'm
like-
virgin.
Nox has to be virgin.
I
We know that
nominated
from what
Nox.
happened
I
to
nominated Nox and died for it, which
Yes.
which auto claims me as blue, which auto like confirms me as blue and Nox is virgin. And now I am saying I'm empath. I have no reason to lie, and there's no reason to lie. On night 1, I was told that one of my alive neighbors, which the only 2 alive neighbors for me were Nox and Jersey, was red.
What does Poisoner do?
Poisoner-
disables their ability.
So does Poisoner
Poison?
do something night 1?
Is that a game
Yeah.
question? Are you asking me or are you asking the group?
Both, I guess.
Both.
'Cause, like, could
So,
someone have made
a-
me look red?
A
Is that
poisoned
anything-
player loses their ability, and if they would receive information, it is not necessarily reliable.
Oh my fucking god.
So
I see. Okay.
So
that
someone
means-
so there's like a 1 in 6 chance that there's if there's a poisoner in the game, there's a 1 in 6 chance that, or I guess there's really a 1 in 3
Fine.
chance that they picked Y5.
Because they're not going to poison the demon.
Yeah.
And it's everyone
Do they
else.
know? Do the red people know?
Well, the
who
red
other
people
red people
know
are?
who the other red people are. Yes.
Oh,
Okay.
Yeah.
Huh. Interesting that you know that, Corellius.
I was red
Well,
the
yeah,
first
we were
game.
in last time.
I was poisoner the
We
first
were in
game.
last time.
Mm,
Yeah.
Interesting that you know that, Corellius.
I also had a question.
Yep.
For
Question.
the spy's description, it says they see the grimoire. Does that just mean they see what everybody is?
The grimoire is the thing that I'm using to keep track of the game. So if the spy is in the game, then every night they see the entire state of the game.
Can we have
Oh,
another
okay.
20 seconds? Because we were talking about
I'll let you guys go. The clock's not
So it-
solid.
Okay.
It is a possibility that Jersey both is red and knows that I am soldier.
Yeah, but
that's very true.
So the reason I was saying this is because based on the information that I have, which could be false, if the poisoner is in the game and chose me night 1, blind chose me night 1.
I blind chose you night 1 last game.
I didn't have anything last game, but
Well,
anyways,
yeah, I mean, yes, it could happen.
yeah, okay, so that could happen. Statistically unlikely, but if my information is correct, Jersey was red. If Jersey
is
was
why
red,
we-
there's only one play that makes sense, and that's either self-killing to make the minion the demon and erase all blame from somebody or out, or by getting killed. I guess the demon could pick to kill the minion.
The minion can only be replaced by the demon if they're the Scarlet Woman, right?
Yes.
So
Oh.
then we can't. That one doesn't work because that assumes a poisoner for the start of this whole thing.
To clarify what you just said, the imp can kill themselves if they choose to, and if they do, then a minion becomes the imp.
Yeah. So the Scarlet Woman becomes the demon if we execute the demon. The Scarlet Woman becomes the demon. But if the demon kills themselves, whichever minion, no matter what minion, becomes the demon.
Yeah,
Correct.
Yeah, okay.
It's the same.
All right.
If there's no other nominations, I'm going to end the day.
Yeah.
I
I
mean,
think we
if-
should nominate. I think we should nominate.
Oh, okay.
I would-
You already nominated.
I know. So I'm just hoping someone else does it.
Yeah, I would say that someone should get nominated.
Don't
Yeah,
make Golden
fuck it.
end it. Someone do it.
10
Yeah, fuck
seconds.
it. I'll nominate Cloud.
Nox nominates Cloud. Tell me why.
Because Jersey and Cloud collab day one. I'll put my hand up. Fuck it.
Yeah.
Cloud, your defense?
I mean, I'm not sure what else I could say other than
I don't like this because he just shot in the dark called Soldier, like without knowing anything else. That's crazy to call. And then I learned that
I'm still a little hesitant about the whole day one debacle where Kay pushed both me and Nox extremely hard and got Carter
Kay is
killed.
sus, but he has sounded.
But I also still am not. I don't really have a reason to think that Kay is red.
To be fair, Kay didn't push me. I just made some bullshit up, hoping that one of the red would vote me and get executed.
That's not how it would have worked.
Or
That's
sorry,
not-
sorry. Opposite way, and not get executed, and then I would have known they were red. Sorry,
I
my
see.
bad.
Okay.
I see.
So I'm going to run this vote. It needs 3 to get on the block. And remember that just because someone's on the block doesn't mean that that's the end. You could still nominate again if you want to. So that's up to you guys. 3 votes is what we need. One is not enough.
You motherfucker, you.
Countdown. Why didn't you vote? Oh, we're done, aren't we?
No, we're not done.
Because I was fucking
Nominations are
tapped
still
out,
open if
man.
somebody wants to.
Why
Well,
didn't you
there's
vote?
only-
Countdown.
Because I was
then
tapped
before-
out.
Okay.
Bullshit.
I
That's bullshit.
wanted to
Someone
vote.
nominate him.
Bass,
No,
you had a
I
question?
wanted to vote.
Bass, do you have a
Why did
question?
you
Yeah.
vote, Kay?
I
Yes.
didn't vote because
If
Countdown didn't
someone
vote.
gets-
Oh
Everyone
my God.
quiet for a
Let Bass
second.
talk.
Hold on.
Fine.
Countdown
Quiet.
votes
Okay, go
after
ahead,
you.
Bass.
Quiet.
Quiet.
Quiet. Bass, do you have a question?
If someone goes up on the stand, if someone gets nominated, I know
Yes.
they can be overwritten if someone else gets nominated. If no one else gets nominated, they die. They're
Correct.
guaranteed dead. Okay.
Yeah, so if you whoever's on the block at the end of the day will be executed, but you can
Right.
take
And
someone
if
off.
the block gets called, someone has to die.
Say that again.
If a nomination happens, someone has to die.
No, the
Just
first
not-
vote
If
happened.
if a
Oh, well, if it
majority
goes
vote,
through, if it goes through,
if it goes
sorry.
through, someone will die unless you tie the vote with another nomination.
Okay.
So you can also use votes as a way to test people because you can say like, let's nominate this person for sure, and then now let's see who's willing to tie the vote or break the tie in someone else's favor, that sort of thing.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay. Does anyone else want to nominate, or are we going to the nighttime?
I mean, if Carter's right, we don't have to. But
Put me to bed.
Okay.
I mean, if I'm wrong, we lose.
That's true.
But again, I mean,
We're
like
good.
it
We're
would
fine.
it would have to have been somebody poisoning me night one.
the odds are pretty low. I
Well,
trust.
then okay, then we should vote Countdown.
But
Are the odds
why?
low? Like
10 seconds.
But
If you
if
vote-
it's countdown,
if
then
it's
we
count-
lose.
If
Yeah.
Countdown is town and we vote,
If we kill
like,
town, we lose.
we lose instantly.
That's not
Okay.
true, but
It's-
that's okay.
We're losing one way or the other.
Time's up. We're going to end the day. Good night. Hello, poisoner.
Hello. Oh, you're muted, buddy.
I do that every time. Please pick someone to poison.
God, I can poison them still. I guess I poison Caeruleus.
Okay. Thank you. Hello.
Okay.
Please choose a target.
I'm gonna kill Nox.
Okay. Thank you. All right, everybody, we are back for another day of action, but unfortunately, we have to say farewell to Nox, who was killed in the night.
Yeah, unsurprising.
Oh, yeah.
We're
Um,
not surprised.
we'll give you
Jeez.
another 4 minutes here to strategize.
Hey,
This is private
you
chat
didn't-
time.
Private
we
chat
didn't
time.
lose. We didn't lose.
True.
I don't even know who the fuck to talk to.
Woohoo. Be blue then.
It has to be K, right? Like, wait, blue.
I'm back on the side of Cruelius being blue all of a sudden.
Why? Why do you think?
Hold on, I've flipped because I think it's one of Countdown or Cloud. Because
okay, so we didn't
both
lose.
claim Soldier though.
We didn't lose, which means
which means Jersey had to be red, right?
right. So that means Washerwoman wasn't in the game. Jersey must have been bluffing.
Washerwoman, what the fuck?
Washerwoman is what she claimed to be by knowing that it was that the soldier was either Cloud or Countdown. So I think Jersey either self-killed or was killed by the demon as red to
but why would they do that?
Because it's a funny big brain play. I don't know, but like it doesn't make any sense. Like
there has to be strategy behind it though.
I have information like the only person who would show as evil is Recluse, but there's no outsiders in the game.
Yeah, that's right. I keep reading that section and going, "Oh, they could be that, but they can't be."
Since I know you can't possibly be, you couldn't have been read wrong night one.
Figure out how to do it myself.
You just hit enter and then you click on the little text bubble.
Oh, okay.
I wanted to see if there's anything that you want to tell me because, I mean, my entire story has been in public the entire game.
I've got as much information as you, brother. I'm the Raven Keeper. I don't learn anything until I die. So.
Okay.
I don't know. I think Aerolia suspects you, but like.
I mean,
I guess he
has
too,
and I think that there is not a whole lot that I can say at this point, based off of my claim from day one, that would get people to change their minds one way or the other.
Yeah.
Carter said earlier.
No, I don't think so. Carter may have said Washerwoman about Jersey.
In order to get me to trust her. Or she actually is Washerwoman and knew that either me or Countdown was Soldier. And that's just how it played out.
Yeah.
But the fact that we're still alive right now after Nox was killed in the night means that Jersey is probably red.
Yeah.
Because we know Nox is blue. So I think that Jersey was spy, and I think that she was collaborating my Soldier story to get me to trust her.
That makes sense. And in this case, where does that leave us?
Yeah, so I still don't really have a reason to think that Kay's red other than the fact that he's running the game.
Yeah. I don't know.
And I mean, I haven't really...
Hey.
Hello.
Hey, wait, Carter and I had a question.
Okay.
Wait, how can I request Carter for private chat and then you join?
Yeah, you should be able to just bring him in here.
Oh. Join.
Hi.
Carter and I had a question. Game question.
Yep.
Yeah, game question.
Okay.
If there is a mayor in the game and there are it's 4 people left, 1 mayor, 2 demons, and 1 other random blue, is the game over?
So,
or not 2 demons, 2 reds.
So in order for a mayor win to happen, there would need to be 3 players remaining in the day, and
right.
No
what I'm saying is, does the game prematurely end if the red equals blue? No. Okay, so there could still be. So basically, what I'm trying to ask is
the win condition for red is that they have to have 2 players alive and 1 of them is the demon, because dead players can still vote.
Oh. Well, shit. Then wow, God, that's like so much. I a lot of what I was
Yeah.
basing my thing on was
It's a little
the,
different from like standard
was
Mafia.
the like
Yeah,
the understanding that okay,
same.
well, I guess I should say that to the group then
might be a good
because
idea. Yeah. Okay.
Like private.
hey, so rules clarification that
I'm
now
here.
affects literally everything I've said up until this point.
Okay.
The game is not over if there are 2 red and 2 blue alive.
Yeah, because you guys have votes.
Well,
Dead people can vote.
Yeah,
Dead
that's
people can
Yeah,
vote
we'll have
once.
one vote.
Dead players
but
have
like-
one vote they can use
but
for
like
the rest of the game.
it doesn't. It like. Never mind.
So to
whatever.
clarify, I said this in the private chat, so I'll say it publicly so everyone can hear it. The win condition for the evil team in this game isn't to have equal numbers. It's they need to have 2 players alive, and one of the alive players is the demon. So the game will continue until that's the case.
Right. Sure.
Oh shit.
So with that being said, maybe that changes some things, but I'll give you a little bit longer to discuss if you need it.
So that basically means the next person that we kill will determine the outcome of the game.
Right, because the demon could kill one
Right.
more person and leave it
Yep.
at 2.
Because we're not 100% certain Jersey is red at this point, or are we?
I don't know,
Knox, you have your
Countdown,
hand
are we?
raised.
I
Do you
don't
have a
think we're
question?
100%
Oh,
certain.
sorry.
Well,
I
okay.
did, but yeah.
Okay.
I did to try and get your attention that I just invited you.
so it still sucks because it comes down to did I get poisoned night 1?
Oh, I'm sorry. I thought this was more
Yeah, what
private
the
time you gave
hell?
us. We
No,
didn't.
no,
say
I just meant
anything.
sorry. I meant longer discussion for the public chat.
Yeah.
Okay, gotcha.
I mean, for me, it comes down to did I get poisoned night 1 or not? Because if I did get poisoned, then fuck if I know anything other than Nox was blue and I was blue.
That's right.
But if I didn't get poisoned, then Jersey was red, and there's only, like I said, there's only one real like strategy behind killing your red teammate would be to be able to basically like direct the discussion a little bit to force blue to vote for
Now
themselves.
the version of this game where Carter was not A, confirmed to be the empath by me, and B, happened to know. Like, if this had not happened exactly how it was, Jersey's case was airtight. Confirmed Cloud died as the bluest of blue, completely unimpeachable blue. Except specifically that Carter found this out, and we also found out unequivocally that Nox is blue. If like anything else happened, we could have doubted. We would never have known. If we would never have a reason to doubt that Jersey was anything but blue. I'm just saying it's a crazy good play, except specifically in this scenario.
If you're saying it's a crazy good play to self kill,
Yes.
yeah.
But then
But then the win con is dead, right?
Why?
no,
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 you
it's
can
not.
still win.
Because
Yeah,
Cloud
it's
because Cloud becomes invincible if we don't know anything about Jersey.
Oh,
Cloud kills everybody else
right.
and then wins.
And then is
right.
alive. But
I just want to say that Cloud claimed that before I ever even said anything.
that's right. You confirmed Cloud.
So, yeah,
Which is a common thing that
It's
red players
crazy.
do to cover their teammates, which is why Krulix is so hard on this.
no,
Yeah.
what I'm saying is, holy shit, but like, he claimed the role that I had hidden as well. It's not like I claimed him as town or anything. He claimed soldier.
I think I know what you mean. That you're saying
Yeah.
that
Right, but was anybody else there to corroborate it? Basically,
I mean nobody can corroborate the stuff that you know with your secret role.
Right. Yeah.
I mean I could
Like,
be lying.
no,
I
just corroborate the
Jersey-
fact that
Jersey
Cloud
was
said it
saying-
first.
No, I mean other than you just have to trust me.
It's all on K. That's all. Yeah.
I think I'm blue. Does anybody not think I'm blue?
I'm not sure
No,
yet.
Okay, then let's trust me and move on, right? I mean we should waste time on that.
I need to think a bit more about how you know what Carter is, I think.
Done. Cloud, why would you doubt I'm blue at this point? I'm the bluest
No.
person in this whole game.
I just
I
mean
think-
that's not something that I've thought about yet. is
He's
all I'm saying.
or not executioner, whatever the fuck, Undertaker.
The only reason to think that you're
Like-
red is because they're driving the game, but I don't think that that's enough of a reason to.
The Undertaker,
Doubt
the
you.
Tombstoner.
The other
So,
thing
like-
about Carter is like what kind of how
I nominate Cloud.
I was gonna say I think
Yeah.
right now it's between me and Countdown because we both
Carulius
claim-
nominates Cloud. Please tell me why.
I don't understand not. We can't operate in this game unless you assume I'm blue.
It is
And Cloud is wondering if that's true. And I just don't know
I
how you
feel
can
like-
even act.
Okay,
for
Cloud,
like,
your defense.
I just said that it was something that I hadn't. Like I had not connected the logical dots between Kay having information that Carter was blue before any of the rest of us did, and that it was something that I needed to think about. I wasn't saying that he's not blue.
Okay, I'm gonna run this vote for Cloud. It takes 2 votes. Starting now.
We're allowed to talk during voting or no?
Yes.
I think we're fucked because of countdown. I don't know.
If you
majority is 2, so I don't even have to use my vote.
I know. I'm
Well,
worried that
So,
he's voting
so
with
3
us.
votes is enough. So Cloud is on the block, but not executed yet. You still can nominate
Yeah.
someone else, and then they would need to get more than 3 votes.
Yeah, I agree that it was. I said to Carter in private, it's either Cloud or Countdown, right? Because
I
Cloud,
think you both Countdown here now.
I mean, we both
Well,
have
what?
claimed soldiers.
Why are we 180ing on this?
hold on. Well, just because Carulius me and Carulius both put Cloud up for nomination at this point, and 2 people who had never voted before just voted yes on that person. And
yeah,
we're at the point of the
That's
game.
exactly what I'm thinking.
Well, I would,
Yeah.
like I said, I would have voted the last time it went around. I would have slammed it. I
Right.
told Carulius I was going to.
I know you did.
Right.
I would
No,
just-
Can
I would-
Cloud
I
still
just-
nominate?
crazy.
I can nominate, right?
Live players can nominate. Yes.
Hold
Okay.
on. Before you
Oh, I'm
nominate,
waiting.
I just want to say this: there are 3 players who voted yes on this. The one who nominated it, Carulius, right?
Right.
And then Bass, who hasn't really done much, and Countdown, who counterclaimed Soldier, right?
Yes, I
So-
think I think Bass is voting with me at this point. I think is that fair to say?
Yes.
Okay. Is there going to be any other nomination today?
Yeah, I mean, I'm nominating Countdown.
Okay.
It is really
Cloud's
funny to
nominating
beat-
Countdown. Tell me why.
Because it's either between me and him, and I think that the 2 votes from them on me are the only evidence that I can rely on here to prove my claim, right?
Team Dead Blue. I think
Countdown your defense.
I mean, I don't think this proves anything, right? He just kills me, and then next night, Cloud and Bass or Cloud and Carulius kill the other person, and then it's over.
it
Countdown is now also suspecting me.
it comes down to this
No,
vote
no,
right here. We
not
either kill
Carulius, sorry.
Cloud
I actually
correctly
do
or we
not.
kill Countdown correctly. And the
I
game
kind
is
of hate
over.
this vote now, actually.
What?
I hate this vote now because we're killing the soldier. We should have been killing either Bass or Kay.
All right. I'm going to run this vote
Yeah,
for.
I think we
Countdown.
vote Countdown here
It
for
takes
sure.
3
I think
votes
the,
to
I
tie,
think the dead people need
4
to
to
vote.
execute. 3 votes to tie, 4 to execute. Running it now.
So you guys are making a huge mistake.
Yeah, maybe. I
Yeah.
sort of feel like we are. I don't know.
GG.
I mean, it was Carulius the whole time.
Okay. 5 votes
Me?
is enough. So Countdown is on the block. Nominations are still open.
So we have Countdown with a nomination and Bass with a nomination yet.
Yes, that's correct. I think that Carulius is simply misguided. I believe that he's blue. I still think it's Cloud with an Operation Takedown, and I think Carter got poisoned. Set this whole thing in motion.
Bass, where are you?
Hi.
Is anybody
don't
else
know,
looking to
man.
nominate
They're
today?
Claiming no information, both of them, and I don't have information, and
I
you
mean,
have
you're also
one piece of
claiming no information.
I know no one has information, so I'm just going with my fucking man here. I don't know.
I don't know.
Okay. If there's
I
no
guess
other
I'm
nominations,
thinking-
I'm ending
I
the day
think
in 10
killing soldiers.
seconds.
I'm nominating Cloud.
Cloud was already
Cloud's
nominated.
already-
You need to nominate someone
Oh.
else.
Nominated.
Well,
You can nominate somebody just to waste some time and hope you can convince someone.
all right, I nominate Carulius.
Okay. Tell me why.
because I want to waste time to convince you all that it's Cloud. Because if we nominate
but
the
we
wrong
can't-
person,
We can't
Well,
be
it's-
up Cloud though, so it would have to be a Bass if you think Carulius is blue.
Yeah.
that's true. All right. Carulius can still nominate.
No, Bass would have to
No.
nominate
Bass is-
themselves. at this
Bass-
point.
Would have to self-nom.
All right. It takes 5 votes to tie and 6 to execute.
It takes
Why,
five votes.
Carulius, no.
Unsurprisingly, I'm not going to vote for myself. Ian Countdown didn't vote for me.
I told you.
Wow, not a single vote for Carulius. Unbelievable. All right.
Well,
Any
goodbye,
other nominations
everybody.
today, or otherwise I'm going to end the day.
Can't imagine Bass. is
it-
gonna
it's just
nominate
Bass.
themselves.
All right. I'm ending the day.
Yeah.
With that, a countdown has been executed. Good night. Hey, Bass.
Hey,
Please choose a player.
it's got to be Carulius.
Okay. Thank you. Chat, you got to help me out with this because I don't actually know the interaction here. So does K still get like a play? Or does the death happen immediately? GG? Is stream dead? Oh, we're still alive? Okay. Oh, it will be game over, right? Yeah, because it's just Cloud and you're right. Correct. Okay. We can just end it. I was not paying attention. Thank you. Good morning, everybody. I have some terrible news.
You're muted, Golden.
Every single time. It's so hard to keep track of when I'm muted and like not muted. Okay. Good morning, everybody. I have some terrible news. Carulius died in the night. And with that, the game is over.
Let's fucking go.
Everybody. Yeah. Yes, dude.
And
Yes,
congratulations
I thought I
to
was
the evil
fucked.
team.
I knew
it
it was
happened
fast.
exactly.
I thought it was fucking
happened
over
exactly
when
as you
Countdown got
I-
killed, and then I was like,
fucking
yeah.
hate. I fucking hate that
All right,
so much.
Let's
was
walk
like,
through what happened here. So
that's so like I'm glad this was the first game because fucking playing the
Learning
The
all
whole-
of the role
Yes.
in
learning
interactions.
how the rules worked
Yeah.
while
Yeah,
also
totally.
having totally false information and not even knowing that it could be false
Yeah.
until like 3 rounds in just completely fucked everything
you
I
have
knew
a
about
right
this
to be
game.
pissed.
Well,
You
we
definitely-
also got fucked up. I thought we won like 2 days ago, and I was like, I was about to be like, gotcha, and
No.
then I was like, maybe I should
And
take it
this
slow
is the
and
struggle
Yeah.
of like teaching this game where it's like, do I spend an hour beforehand explaining every interaction, or do we just like dive into a game so you can play? So it's
No,
kind
I
of
think-
like
I think
frustrating
It's
both
just
ways.
it's
But
just the mafia trick. Right?
Yeah, playing
Yeah.
a stuffed game
Well,
is fine. Whatever.
this
it's fine.
was-
that's all good.
and I'll say this.
Yeah, that's fine. It just sucks because like I was
Yeah.
like trying to make smart plays and there was just no like I was completely denied from
Yep.
making any smart plays.
Yep. So let me
I
just
didn't
walk
say
through.
anything the whole game.
I think you guys have figured it all out now,
That's
but
how you win.
I'll explain the board here. So Bass was your imp. Your poisoner was Countdown.
Fuck you, Countdown.
Who poisoned Carter on night 1,
He's
and
so
that
good.
gave you invalid information on the empath. There was nobody evil next to you.
Yeah, that's smart.
Derby was the washerwoman who had actually verified Cloud the soldier. And as we all found out, Nox was the virgin and Carulius was the undertaker.
Yeah.
Nice.
Damn
That was
right, dude.
awesome that none of you pressed Countdown on claiming soldier.
I know, that was so sick. and
Because
I
we
was
went
no
into
one
the whole arc where it was like actually Jervy was evil, and then it's like Countdown just fucking lied about that shit and
I was like, oh,
he just
fuck,
shut up.
Well, he had to, right? Like he had no choice.
Yeah, I mean, he did. He did.
I was
No,
in a
he could
private
have claimed
chat with
literally-
Countdown, and I was like, "What are you?" And he goes, "I'm Soldier." And I'm like, "Well, yeah, okay. You have to say that at this point. That doesn't
Yeah.
actually
I don't
do
think that's
anything."
true.
I know.
Because Washerwoman only knows that one of the two of us is Soldier. He could have claimed
He could have
literally
claimed
any
completely
role in the
different
game.
Yeah.
Well, I was
could
going to
have
ask
been
this.
any
So,
role in the
so,
game.
so, Bass, did you ever share the bluffs with Countdown? Because I don't know if Countdown knew what the bluffs were.
No.
No.
Okay.
No, I only spoke to him one time. I didn't even know
Yeah.
what role he was.
So like counterclaiming Soldier there is a choice, but like I guess in that case you kind of have to, once you commit to it, you're locked in. But typically at some point early on in the game, the demon will go find their minion and be like, "Hey, these were the roles that I was told are bluffs," so that way
Yeah.
they're like safe bluffs.
I
We
see.
did talk strategy a little bit. Just nothing
nothing
else.
too
We
much.
didn't share any information.
Didn't want to make it hot,
Yeah, that's
Yep.
true. And it worked out.
and they were cool about it.
This is a very close game.
Carulius, the
I
only way.
consistently. Go ahead, Knox.
No, I was just going to say the only way that you weren't blue was like some astronomical chances, right? But Carter and I were convinced for the first night.
Well, yeah, the first night I hadn't had a chance to prove my power yet.
Yeah,
Where I completely
no. When
called Carter's role. I mean, that should have
absolutely,
been enough.
you told me that, and I was like, "Is there any way you
Well-
could know that on Red though?" And
Yeah,
like Carter
and,
and
like,
I spent the whole day looking.
we
through the
literally
roll.
were just like reading through the roles, like, could this possibly work? Could it be like this? How does this work?
Right, yeah.
And like, not that like this is why we did this game, but it's like
Uh-huh.
I spent all of my time during the days trying to understand what possible states the game could be in, not even knowing that my information made it completely fucked up that I could even not, I
Yeah.
couldn't even know any of that. But
You know what's funny though? It is like, yeah, I mean, your info got fucked up. We didn't come up with the right answer, but we did.
You were
solve
you were
that
on the
puzzle.
track, yeah.
We
Like
solved that
I don't think it like
specific
completely
puzzle.
broke the game at all. In fact,
Yeah,
I
I
think you
don't
were
think so
you were like
either.
one nomination away from winning.
because
at the end
because
there.
of my info plus Knox's info made it so hard to understand
Right,
why
well-
Jersey would possibly be red in this scenario.
And I also think Town was a little bit too active, and you didn't notice that like Countdown and Bassett kind of slipped into the background the whole time.
Yeah,
to,
that's
like, the-
always my problem.
yeah.
with
That's a
games.
classic thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I did say that like at least one or two
Yeah,
times. Like,
that's-
Bass is
yeah,
doing
yeah.
nothing.
At the
Well,
end of the day,
I was
that's
gonna. I
that-
was
I guess
about to
that's
hit
like-
you guys with the. I can't believe you pissed off at me for voting because
Well-
there had only been like two people who
I mean,
even
it was-
voted a
we-
single time.
Yeah,
Yeah,
exactly.
all of a sudden
know,
you guys
I
were
know,
like, yeah.
But we didn't vote because it wasn't a solid thing. You guys voted immediately because it was a town and you wanted to get rid of them.
So
I ride or
I
die.
That's
wanted
such an
to
obvious
vote. I
mafia
wanted
tell,
to execute because it gave me info.
Yep.
I mean, I wasn't trying to be rude to
No,
Cloud,
no,
but
no,
like
no,
I would have
I
been
know.
fine with Cloud dying and being
Well,
blue, and I could have confirmed
Objectively,
it.
immediately after Countdown claimed Soldier as well, I should have told you to kill me.
Yeah, and I
Like,
could have been
I
like,
think
I'll
would-
prove it.
Rude.
Yeah.
And that's where this
Yeah,
game is
yeah.
different from Mafia too, because in Mafia, like you have a self interest of like I don't want to be eliminated because then I'm out of the game. But in your case,
Yeah.
like
Right,
your,
right.
your power, I
Yeah.
mean, it protects you, yes, but at the same time, like it could confirm you potentially too if you get executed.
Yeah,
and keep playing.
being able to
Problem is
like participate the whole way through, it made this like 1,000 times more enjoyable
Yeah.
than just
Yeah.
like making a claim on day one with basically no info, but because the game has to progress, like doing it and
Yeah.
just
Yeah,
dying and then being like, well, cool, I guess I just don't get to play for 3
like,
hours.
as a town strategy in this game, sometimes it is okay for someone to say like I think my role is the least valuable, like you should execute me today, so that way you can get more information.
Yeah, that totally makes sense, Kay. I just didn't have there was nothing came up until that very, very last
Yeah.
vote where I was like, I think it's these two because they just voted for him.
Well, I also don't think I understand a way to make the play I'm talking about anyways. Because as an
I think-
Undertaker, if I say I'm the Undertaker, let's kill Cloud, and then tomorrow I'll tell you exactly what he was. Then
Yeah,
I
you
just
can't
die.
say that out loud, right?
I just die.
Yeah,
Right?
exactly.
So I have to convince you to execute him without revealing that I'm the
Right.
Undertaker.
Yeah.
Like
Right, right.
legitimately.
Yep.
And also, I
think
said
the other
out loud,
thing
which
is-
I objectively shouldn't have done, and I do this a lot in this kind of
Mm.
game, where I just like kind of think out loud, and it leads to people thinking that my train of thought is
Oh, about
bad.
whether or not I was blue. Yeah.
right, because I had legitimately never considered what your role was up until that
Yeah.
point. It just was not a thing that I had had the capacity to think about throughout the game, so I just hadn't considered it yet. And I was like, wait, how the fuck does this guy know that Carter is the empath? And so I had to go and look. But I said all that out loud when I should have just
Oh,
thought that
dude,
in my head and then
I'm-
gone and actually looked at
I'm just
the
thinking
role.
about like the world where I die day one, Nox is cleared, and then the next day Jersey isn't the one that's dead, and the game is over instantly because I'm like 100% convinced that Jersey's red, and I can just like easily be like, I'm the empath, Nox is blue, Jersey's red, like send it.
Yep.
But like,
Yeah,
you didn't
well,
stop
I was-
trusting me mid sentence, bro. Like, literally.
Well, that's what I was like. That's the thing is like, I was like, the fact that
I was
I don't know.
corroborating the information, and then you stopped and we're just, nope, I don't need to hear anything else.
Well, I didn't. I had all the information.
Yeah, right.
You had all the poisoned information without knowing
Yeah.
it was a mechanic.
I will admit, having been the poisoner, I thought it just turned off your ability. I didn't realize it made your ability unreliable.
Oh,
Yeah. So
yeah.
in order to keep the illusion up for players who would get information, they still go through the motions, and then I can choose as the storyteller whether I give them good information or bad information. So it could technically even still be correct. But
It was also night one too, so Golden had like absolutely no stake in.
Oh, totally.
Yep.
There was no
Right,
pre-type.
Yeah,
Did
and so
you
that's like
go
that's
Golden
also
turn
why
and
I
have
was
the
that's why I
info
was
as
so quick to just like nominate Nox, because I had a 50-50 chance of hitting red.
Golden just made this whole fucked up chain of events happen.
that's and that right
Yeah,
there in
Golden
one
made these
sentence
ha-
is
yeah,
blood on the
Golden
clock
did
tower.
that.
That's blood on the clock
Holy
tower.
shit.
It does seem
no
interesting that it's
storytelling.
got like room for you to like kind of
Put my finger on the scale.
Claws in there. Yeah.
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 Yeah, so like as I'm playing, I'm going around and listening to you guys have conversations, and I can get a sense of like, okay, this is leaning towards a town victory or it's leaning towards an evil victory, and I can kind of put my thumb on the scale as needed.
Interesting.
Yeah, I was reading the wiki page because I was the mayor in the game that didn't go, and I was like, and one of the things it said on that page was, as the game runner, the mayor has like a thing where if they get targeted, someone else just dies. Like you can make it so someone else dies. And so if you want to keep the mayor alive for that potential like last second mayor victory, you just keep the mayor like someone else dies. Nobody knows that it happens besides, I guess, the demon would know because they pick the mayor and then someone else dies.
So I think it's
Well, looking at the mayor, it can only result in the end of the game if the mayor's ability activates.
No. I'm saying like the demon, like if the mayor gets chosen to die, the game runner can just be like, no, the mayor's going to stay alive. Someone else dies.
Oh, that
instead.
seems crazy. I don't think the game runner would do that, right?
What? That's
Wow.
like part of the mayor.
I guess so.
I don't
What?
know.
No. The mayor says specifically only if 3 players.
Yeah, read
are
the second
alive.
sentence.
That's the only time.
Yeah,
it
read
works.
the second sentence.
Oh, I see. Sorry, you're right. Wow. That's crazy. What a crazy fucking ability that
what a
is.
crazy ability.
Yeah, I was so excited, and that's when like people were like about to say. I thought people were about to say what roles they were, and I was like, no, don't. I want to play this role. Let me play this role.
Yeah. I definitely think this is one of those games though too, where like your first couple times playing is just going to be like you're going to get beaten up, and then once you get the hang of it, it's like, oh, this is like I think it's way more enjoyable to play and to watch than like regular.
Oh my
Mafia,
god! Even though like I had no idea and absolutely like foiled everybody by giving false information that I thought was true, like being able to talk the whole time means it's like. I mean, I literally would have gotten up from my computer if it wasn't for if it was dead.
You would have taken a 45-minute break before the next game.
Yeah.
Yep.
Dude, I was like sweating the whole game because the moment the dead speak and I'm like, oh,
You're
fuck,
like,
oh shit, I messed up.
Shut up,
Yeah,
man.
there's no shutting someone up in this game. They get to
Yeah,
just keep
Jersey
talking.
died, and I was like, okay, she can't say who the other blue is because I misinterpreted the skill, and then I was like, oh no.
I had a question. I guess it's still about the poisoner because that seems to be the most complicated ability in the game.
The theme of the game, yeah.
Yeah. Could you theoretically, as like Team Red, right?
Yep.
Poison the soldier and then have the imp kill the soldier, and then the soldier looks like they aren't actually the soldier anymore?
So
Because
the order of
their abilities turn off
operations,
for them.
the order of operations at night is that the poisoner goes first. So they would pick their target, and then your ability would be negated from that point.
Yeah,
until the next
so then I
poisoner.
could be killed by the demon still, despite the fact that my ability
Correct.
is I cannot be killed by the demon.
So you could still like if soldier gets poisoned and then the imp targets the soldier, then the soldier would die.
That would have been devious if me and Countdown were doing any collaboration on who was getting poisoned
whatsoever.
Yep.
Yeah, so I poisoned Jersey.
Yeah, that would have been
the
a
night that you
crazy
killed her.
thing. That would have confirmed Countdown as soldier doing that.
Yeah, but we didn't want to talk too much, so it didn't look like we were collaborating.
Yep.
Oh shit. Okay, I'm reading the wiki page for the poisoner now. You can poison the demon
Yep.
And then what?
and then use that to bluff monk or soldier.
Because if you take away the demon's ability, then no one will die in the night.
So the only way someone doesn't die in the night is if they either get monked, soldiered, or the demon has no ability.
Right, that's interesting.
Yeah, the interactions in these sets are really well designed. So there's actually 4 different sets to play, and this is like the standard like beginner set to play.
Yeah, that
Gotcha.
makes sense.
Yeah.
But they get more and more complicated to the point where it's like almost too much. But they do a really good job of making the roles that are in each set play well together. So yeah. Anyway, we're at like 9:20 my time. Does anyone want to play a second game, or do we want to stop?
It's
I
too
would
late.
play a
Probably
second
go a
game
lot quicker.
if people wanted to.
Do we want to just
Yeah.
raise hands if you're interested in playing? And then also, I'll ask the chat too if anybody in my chat wants to join. We could potentially have a larger game too.
I think I'm good. Good for tonight. I
Okay.
think I'm good.
So I'm planning to just like we could just run this like maybe once a week or once every other week or something too, just leading up to it. So if people
Yeah,
want
to get used to it. I think there's
keep
other
playing.
people too, like Cass.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, there were
Cassidy's
definitely people who
message
wanted to
was-
play tonight, but
MPG wanted to be here, but
Yeah.
she's sick.
So let's see. So 4 of you are interested in sticking around for another game. I don't think we probably get 3 more from the chat, but I can
Let's
check.
just we can.
that's
stop
fine.
them.
Yeah, we can stop
Okay.
them. Well, if we're gonna do, if we plan to do more, then I just want to do more at some point.
Oh, me
Yeah,
too.
I
Yeah.
definitely need, if I'm going to be doing this in KVFM, I definitely need the practice because
Yeah.
I'm terrible at these games. I'm so bad.
Well, and here's the thing about it too. It's like even if your role itself has expired or like lost its use, you still have value by like going around and asking people like, "What have you heard?"
But,
You know.
but every single thing that I said this game just
Yeah.
made people suspicious of me.
Yeah,
And that's what I
well,
mean by I'm
okay.
terrible at it. I have never
Yeah.
once played one of these games and said a single word that did not make people think.
I'm sorry, Cloud, but I was going out of my way to gaslight you this game.
You didn't say anything. You couldn't
I-
gaslight me.
I jumped into a couple
Why didn't you
conversations.
talk to me, man.
Yeah, I heard the two of you talking a lot, and like Bass was just like the most agreeable
I
person.
would just be like, yeah, dude.
I feel
don't
that.
know.
Yeah, I'm with you. I support
Carulius
you.
is a little suspicious. You're right.
You should definitely nominate Carulius. I think I heard that a couple times.
I mean, that thought never crossed my mind. It was just I had never thought about what Kay's role was, which was also bad.
Yep.
I fully am aware that I'm terrible at these games, though, so that's okay.
I think
So,
it's
I mean,
fun either.
you-
Like
you-
I,
you
Okay,
didn't-
fine.
You did what you did, but I literally like misled the entire game. So
I killed the town.
like half the fun of this is that people are just
I mean,
confidently
that's what your
wrong.
job
You know?
was. So.
Yeah, that's awesome that we all just forgot that Nox was like,
No, hold on. No,
wait,
it could have worked, right? That play could have worked.
Yeah,
This
I mean,
was-
not-
That was
I'm
an
sorry.
insane play.
What-
Because I told Jersey and Bass the situation that was I told Carulius that I had information, and then I said, "No, I'm just JK. I don't really have anything." And Kay was like, "That is fucking suspicious." And I was
Yeah,
laughing.
the lie.
Nope.
No reason.
Yeah.
It was.
man,
It was
it
true.
was
You're
It's
right.
funny.
That was
And then-
it was crazy. Like day one, it was like Cloud was like, Carulius Carulius told me that Nox lied 6 times straight or something like that. And I'm just sitting here like, this is too many people. I just got too many degrees of information for this
Yeah,
to be
right.
any way relevant to me. All I know is that I got a 50-50 chance of shooting red. I'm
Right.
fucking shooting dude.
It's unlucky that you got information that it was one of us was red right next to you, but that could have worked. I could have gotten one of the red people to vote me. Right?
Yeah,
Without
yeah.
them knowing
I mean,
that.
Oh,
Well,
fair game.
But
that
I mean,
wouldn't kill
well,
them.
a
It
red
only
player.
kills town.
Yeah, a red
It
player
only
voting you
kills them,
doesn't
yeah.
doesn't do
Right,
anything.
Right,
right,
but
but
then
that's the
Nox
thing.
knows.
Then he
But
immediately,
then I'm like,
immediately
hey, I'm
claims
fucking
version is like,
red.
"Hey, I didn't die, and this person nominated me. They
Yeah,
have to
exactly.
be red."
And
right.
then you say, "Hey, somebody that's town,
And-
vote me and see what happens," and then they die immediately.
Well, so that's
But
the other
it
thing
has
too
to
is
be
that
the- it
you
has to
can
be the next
actually
day.
use the virgin strategically as town as well. It's like if you want to confirm another town.
Yeah, oh, absolutely.
Unless the
Yeah.
poisoner poisons the virgin,
Right.
and then it doesn't die.
Yeah, but like, dude, I'm still so mad that we're just like, oh yeah, well the
It's
one in
crazy.
5 chance that I got poisoned night 1 is just like So fucking dumb.
I was
The
sitting
odds
here
are so
before we
low,
started. I was sitting here before we started the game, like, please don't give me imp. Please don't give me imp. Now I'm sitting here going, please don't give me poisoner because it's the most impactful role in the game.
It's good.
The first time
It's
I ever
really
played
good.
this live, I played with
It's
a group.
so
There were
intimidating.
16 people in the circle, and I was the empath, and found out at the end of the game that I had been poisoned every round.
That's fucking up. That's fucked up.
Oh
That's
no,
fucked up.
dude.
So I played for an hour and a half with
Unfriend that
no valid
person.
information.
Wait. Did you ever get? Did you get the same info every night?
No, I got chaotic information. It was like 2,
You
0,
know
1.
you were poisoned.
I could never tell like when my information was legit.
Right, there's
Because
just
it wasn't.
it doesn't matter. Your role
You're
is
just like,
instantly
"Bruh."
invalid.
Yep.
It's like, oh, okay.
And like the first time
So-
you hear a number that's not 0, you go, wait a minute, that doesn't match up. Now, okay, now which number do I believe?
Right.
And then it turns out you can't believe either of them.
The empath is so cool too.
Yeah.
It's like because Golden, like the first night, Golden's like, okay, you know how the empath works, right? And I'm like, yeah. And he's like, you're near like your alive neighbors, and I'm like, yeah, okay. And he's like, your alive neighbor. If Nox dies, then Cloud is your new alive neighbor. And I'm like, huh? And it's like, oh, so you
I
could
know,
really
I
get
know.
some like crazy information.
Yep.
Which
Yeah,
is
like
honestly
it continues
why.
to expand. If,
Which
if
is
the longer
honestly
he stays
why
alive.
I went straight for Nox.
Right. so you
Because-
can get more intel.
Because I wanted more. Well, one, I took my 50-50 shot, and if Nox was dead, then the next person who we already want to get info on is Cloud. So
Yeah.
then, boom, I have more info. But the
Yeah.
poisoner just says "fuck you," and
And you don't get to do your
turns
thing.
out it was like Mafia, and I wasn't playing the whole time.
Now,
Damn, that was good.
where it really
Damn,
gets
that was
fun
good.
is when you have a poisoner and a drunk in the same game.
Oh yeah, because the if you poison the drunk, then they find out they're the drunk?
No,
No, they would just have no ability still.
they would think that there's something else and they're trying to use that ability, but it wouldn't work.
Oh.
So the whole game as the drunk, you think you're something else. Like your card would say empath, but you're not.
Oh, okay.
And
I thought that the drunk you thought you were just a generic townsfolk, which I now realize that there are no generic townsfolk.
There is
aren't,
no
yeah.
generic, yeah. Which is another reason that this game is cool.
Yeah, everybody has a role, which is nice.
Everybody actually has an ability.
Right. We didn't even have Kay and I didn't even get to have our day 2 follow up.
Yeah, you're dead as hell.
Yeah.
That's fun.
Yeah, thanks
Yeah,
for
it was
playing,
really
everybody.
fun.
I'm sorry it took so long to like actually get a game going, but I'm glad that like the game that we actually
No.
played turned
No,
out.
I mean we did it today, so we don't have to do it next time.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think this was the expectation.
I do think
that
it
went just fine.
might make sense to just go straight to the Windows app if people feel
Yeah.
good about that. Like,
Oh yeah.
it skips dealing with the like Chrome, Firefox permission stuff,
Yeah.
and it gives you a global push to talk.
So maybe we'll just encourage people to use the app like
Yeah.
from the start.
Sure.
Okay. So if people are interested, I'm willing to host this like once a week or every other week or something like leading up, and we could try and get some more players in, because I also think that the game shines a little bit more when you get up to like 10 to 12.
Oh yeah,
Yeah,
I think with more
definitely.
people,
The
more
more
the
the
merrier,
game, the more
and-
interesting.
Yeah.
for
I mean,
sure.
it still works with 7, and that's actually one of the things that's nice about it, is you can have like any number of players and it still generally
Right.
works, but
yeah. I
more,
think it's
more interesting stuff happens when you get a little bit larger group.
I think this is. I don't know if I would want to play this live. I love the like private room stuff. I think
Yeah.
it makes it so much more fun, and you don't get to have that in
Yep.
a live setting.
Yeah, you would have to have like a full house dedicated to playing.
Right,
the game.
right.
You would literally go into a different
Oh,
room.
shit.
Or texting.
Blood on the castle.
That they
Blood on
actually,
the
they
castle.
actually,
Castle.
oh, that would be sick. They actually do a lot of times, like for live games, encourage you to like go into different rooms and have private chats. So.
Yeah.
That's fun.
Yeah.
I think that sounds interesting in and of itself, right?
Yeah, it could be cool. Like if you're, I just think of like if we're doing this, like if we were at a GDQ or something like that, there's just like not.
Yeah.
That
So
would be
I'm actually planning to run it at GDQ next week. So
Oh, really?
we'll see how it
Oh my
works.
god, it's next week.
Yeah.
Nice.
Oh no.
Shit.
Yeah. So we'll
But
see
it
how it
would be
goes.
really funny to just be like sitting having a conversation with 5 people, and then like 2 of them just get up and leave without a word.
Yeah.
You just both like disappear. And you're like, huh?
Huh?
What are you doing?
Walk to the other side of the ballroom.
All right, I'm going to stop the stream here. Thanks everybody for watching. We'll be back hopefully soon with another game and more players. And if you're
Bye.
interested in the chat and you want to play with us, we're not restrictive. So like, let me know. Send me a DM. We'll get you in the game. See ya.
Yeah, more people.
Yes.